We all dream of financial freedom, right? A life where money isn't a constant worry, where you can pursue your passions and build a comfortable future. But sometimes, even when we're working hard, we feel like we're running in place. Most people think the biggest threats to wealth are obvious: overspending, not budgeting, or failing to invest. And while those are important, the silent killers of wealth are often hiding in plain sight. These are the things we talk about in passing, but never dive into. The habits, mindsets, and societal traps that quietly erode your financial potential over time. In this video, we'll unpack 5 wealth killers keeping you stuck and what you can do to protect your money and your future from them. Number 1. Lifestyle creep disguised as deserved upgrades. It's one of the subtlest and most dangerous financial habits. Lifestyle creep, also known as lifestyle inflation. Here's how it plays out. You work hard, you get a promotion or a raise, maybe a big bonus, and almost instantly, there's this voice in your head that says, "You've earned this. You deserve to enjoy your money." So you celebrate by upgrading your car or leasing something flashier. You move to a nicer apartment, you start eating out more, shopping more, and booking more trips. It doesn't feel reckless, it feels justified. After all, you're not blowing money, you're just leveling up, right? You're doing all the things you've dreamed of. But here's the catch. Every time your income increases, your expenses increase too. And without realizing it, you've now trapped yourself in a cycle where no matter how much you earn, you're always just barely getting by. It's like running on a treadmill that speeds up every time you take a step forward. What's even worse? These upgrades usually come with more permanent costs. That new car, it's a multi-year payment. That bigger apartment, higher rent every single month. The lifestyle you're building becomes your new normal, and rolling it back feels like failure, even if you realize you're living paycheck to paycheck. So just like that, instead of using the extra income to get out of debt faster, save an emergency fund, or build wealth, you're using it to fund a more expensive version of the same financial stress. Here's a harsh truth most don't want to face. Deserving something and being able to afford it are not the same thing. Yes, you deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor, but not at the cost of your financial future. So what can you do? Whenever your income increases, pause. Before you change anything about your spending, automate a portion of that raise into savings, investments, or debt payments. Just 50% of your raise going into a Roth IRA or a high-yield savings account can build serious momentum over time. You can still treat yourself, but put a limit on it, or choose one thing to upgrade. You don't have to upgrade everything all at once. Maybe you do need a newer car, then go get one. But don't also change your apartment and start eating out and vacationing more. Take it one step at a time. Lastly, create a deserve to splurge rule. Maybe take 10 to 15% of your raise and go have fun with it. But the rest goes to your future. Because the truth is, freedom isn't found in more upgrades, it's found in less financial pressure. Number 2. Toxic financial comparison. We all fall into this trap. You see someone post a picture on Instagram and suddenly you're questioning everything about your life. They're your age and already bought a house? They're on another vacation in Europe? How are they affording that BMW? In a world where everyone shares their highlight reel, it's incredibly easy to feel like you're falling behind, even when you're not. But here's what nobody shows you. You don't see the credit card debt they racked up for that trip. You don't see the parent cosigners, the financial help, or the stress behind the scenes of that new house. You don't see the lifestyle loans disguised as success. We live in a time when it's not just easy to compare, it's profitable for others when you do. Social media influencers, online finance bros, even some of your friends are showcasing their wealth, not to share it, but to sell you something, a product, a course, a persona, or just plain validation. And unfortunately, it's working. A recent LendingTree survey found that almost a third of Gen Zers feel pressured to keep up with someone. Because the more insecure you feel about your own financial path, the more you'll spend to catch up. This is how comparison becomes a trap, not just emotionally, but financially. Here's the shift you need. Start measuring progress by your net worth by tracking your own numbers. Use apps like Empower or even a simple spreadsheet. Start monitoring your financial growth. And if certain people or accounts constantly make you feel inadequate, mute them, unfollow, set boundaries. Because real wealth doesn't need to be flaunted. In fact, you've probably walked right past a millionaire in your life without even knowing it. It's often the person driving the 15-year-old car, living in the modest home, or wearing the same watch for 10 years. Number 3, financial avoidance. Let's talk about something more people struggle with than we rarely talk about: financial avoidance, and the silent grip of scarcity paralysis. You know the feeling. You avoid checking your bank account. You let the unopened bills pile up. You put off creating a budget because deep down, you're afraid of what you'll find. And that fear? It's not laziness, it's a survival instinct. For many of us, money was a source of stress growing up. It was the argument at the dinner table, the thing that was never enough. So we learned to cope by looking away. But here's the problem. Ignoring your financial situation is like ignoring a ticking time bomb. The longer you wait, the bigger the problems will become. Avoidance doesn't protect you, it paralyzes you. This paralysis is often rooted in a scarcity mindset, the belief that money is always slipping through your fingers, that no matter how hard you try, there'll never be enough. The worst part is that belief becomes self-fulfilling. You stop tracking your spending because it feels pointless. You delay investing because you think you'll never have extra. You don't plan because survival has become your only goal. But you can't fix your money problems with your eyes closed. You don't need to have a perfect budget or a six-figure income to get started. You just need to stop running from your money and start facing it. So what can you do? Start small, really small. Schedule a 30-minute money date once a month. Open all your accounts, look at what's really going on, not to judge, but to understand. Choose one tiny thing. Maybe that's tracking your spending this week, or setting up autopay on one bill, or putting $10 in savings. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress, because the moment you stop avoiding your finances, you take power back. Managing your money is a form of self-respect. It's a signal to yourself that you're worthy of stability, of options, of peace. Number 4, delaying investing until you make more. Investing can feel intimidating, especially if you're new to it. The fear of losing money can lead to complete paralysis, preventing you from ever getting started. But the biggest risk is the belief that you should wait to invest until you make more money. Now, on the surface, it makes sense. You've got bills, maybe you're paying off debt, rent's high, groceries are expensive, and the idea of investing feels like something for future you. So you say, well, I'll invest once I'm caught up. I'll start next year. I'll wait until I can put in a bigger amount. But time is more powerful than money. Here's an example. If you invest $100 per month starting at age 25 and earn an average return of 7%, you'll have about $240,000 by age 65. But if you wait just 10 years and start investing at 35, even if you double your contribution to $200 per month, you'll only end up with about $230,000. Why? Because those first 10 years of compound growth are worth more than the extra money you throw in later. Every year you delay isn't just a missed deposit, it's a missed opportunity for your money to start working for you. So many people believe they need to wait for a perfect time to invest. The truth is, the perfect time is whenever you can start, even if it's just $25 a month, and you don't need to be a stock-picking genius, obsessively follow the news, or time the market. You can start with a Roth IRA or a retirement plan at work like a 401k. You can invest in a low-cost index fund, which basically buys you a tiny slice of hundreds of companies all at once. Then, just consistently invest. Let time and compound interest do the heavy lifting. Number 5, treating debt as a normal part of life. This wealth killer is one of the most socially accepted and most quietly destructive. Treating debt as just a normal part of life. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, buy now, pay later. It's everywhere, and the messaging is loud and clear. Everyone has debt, don't worry about it. Debt has become so normalized that many people carry it around like background noise. A car payment is expected. A few thousand on a credit card, not a big deal. Student loans, just a part of being an adult, right? But let's be real. Debt is a wealth vampire. It drains your financial energy, your future income, and your ability to build security. Every dollar you send to interest is a dollar you don't get to invest. It's a dollar you can't save. It's a future opportunity gone. Now, not all debt is created equal. Yes, a mortgage can be a long-term wealth-building tool, but high-interest consumer debt? That's just financial quicksand. So how do you start digging out? You need a plan and a mindset shift. Stop treating debt like it's a permanent guest in your life. Debt isn't just a balance. It's a barrier between you and freedom, between you and peace of mind, between you and your ability to build wealth for yourself instead of someone else. The moment you stop accepting debt as normal is the moment you start reclaiming control of your future. Being aware is the first step to being able to change. You don't have to fix all of these immediately. Choose 1 or 2 areas to focus on and start making small changes. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step closer to financial freedom. If you learned something new, share this video with a friend, and we'd like to know, what are your biggest financial challenges? Tell us in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.